Hi, and welcome to the Bridges communication website powered by SharePoint. I just want to go over a very high level of what to expect within the site. Now, in this phase one of our SharePoint development, and we're just launching the communication site. Eventually, we're going to be start rolling out the team sites. The team sites are private sites for individual departments to allow individuals within that department to collaborate with each other. So when you log in, you may not have all these options as I do right now, but pretty much ignore the top part unless you're an editor. Here you're going to find basically the SharePoint identify who you are. And the next level of navigation is basically the top level navigation, if you will. And right now, when you come in, most likely you're just going to have the home button or home section available to you. The HR, marketing, and accounting team site will probably be grayed out for now as we're developing it for phase two. Anyway, so I'd like to introduce you to this area right here. We call that the campaign area. It's really an area where our company, whether it's HR, marketing, accounting, or any other teams, want to highlight a specific events or product or services that we want to the users, our employees, to take a look at. And it's treated with nice pictures and very large information, large text, so you can kind of get to it. So right now, because we're rolling out this particular site, you're going to see the largest piece here. Say, learn how to use our internet. It's basically this video that we're talking, that we're showing you right now. It allows you to kind of understand how it's structured. And another campaign area that we created is called the New to Bridges. And when you select it, it's going to come to a page that actually HR kind of detailed out all the little steps that you, as a new employee, should take on your first day to get all your information and all your facts and everything straight. And we'll go through that in a few minutes. And then the benefits section is just really a nice section where HR also kind of detail out all the different documents and all the different services providers and so forth. We'll go to that in a few minutes also. And then a section that explains a little bit about our culture and explanation about Persona and what we're doing with this product. Many folks have been asking what the product's all about, and so you will get the information there too as well. These are the initial campaign when we rolled out. Of course, as we go along, these will be dynamic content that we change quite often or whenever it's needed for our company. I want to go now to roll out to the midsection of the site. The midsection include Bridges News. These are all past, present, and future news that I think of interest to the employees. And so it will be basically written up and kind of detailed out here that you can select on and you can read more about it. And sign up to run the Bay Bridge or attend Cyber Maryland, etc. We also, just for convenience sake, have some weather widget right here, or web part. And below that, we have events. You can see that this is just a mock-up right now, but eventually our marketing team will be filling it up with some of the events that are going on, within Bridges, so you can kind of see what's going on. And you can use the navigation here to look at future events besides the one that just shown right now. But we're only showing 4 at a time or within just this month or so. And then another section that was really we wanted to push out to the rest of the employees are the HR documents. Many of our employees are asking for, hey, where are these documents stored? There are no way for you to access it right now because it's on the Citrix iDrive, if you will. But the percentage of our employees just don't have access to that. So this is really nice. So if you're looking for a particular HR documentation and benefits or education, employer reimbursement, the document itself is here. But we also created other ways for you to get to that information too. And let's scroll down a little bit and let's look at some of the other convenient features of content block that we created for you. Helpful links. These are just links that we came up with internally in this phase, and we can build more of them out, of course, to kind of help you get started. Timesheet submission. This is a link that goes directly to Deltek, so you don't have to remember it, or if you happen to be traveling or something like that and you don't remember the URL, you can click onto that, and and it will and it would basically get you to that spot. I was on the publishing. I was in editing mode. So if you select that, it goes right to Deltek. Boom. Timesheet step-by-step instruction. These are really good information for new employees because, as you know, it's difficult to navigate that particular the Deltek system. So this was written up by the accounting department to help all of our employees how to go in and basically make the submit your timesheet, as well as go to changes your employee portal in cost point and so forth. Okay, we'll go back. Selecting the home button will take you back to the home. Again, we have Wi-Fi network info, computer reimbursement, professional development, and reimbursement. So you select on either one of these links, you're going to get a description exactly what to expect and how much you're going to provide. And then you're actually going to get the form right here on the right-hand side that you could, if you select this little button right here, which is not great, you can download a copy right into your machine and be able to submit that, follow the instruction on the form and submit that. So that's pretty nice. So these are the kind of things that makes things life a little bit easier before you actually have to kind of, ask HR or accounting or somebody. And then, so we also put in a section called FAQ, and it's just really information that we collected over time for people who have information. Or like to get more information, if you will. And then another block of content, if you will, that we created is called contact information. And these are just like HR, IT support, timesheet, main office, office supplies, etc. And you can see a partial list right here, but if you select the see all, it kind of expanded the list there a little bit. Okay, so that's basically where you get that information. And so you basically, when we go back to the home page, besides the helpful link, that service contact list is what I just showed you before. Another really nice feature that we're able to get to working right now is the employees' names. And, so you can scroll through here and you can find their contact information, or you can expand it just like the other widget. And when you do that, all the employees' names, their contact information, their mobile number, as well as their offices right here for you. And if you don't know, you can actually look for them by just typing in the first name, and they will show up. And then when you select it, all their information will show up. And you can follow the breadcrumb all the way back to the main list or to the home page. And that will take you back to here. Okay? And let's see, beside that, we have just basically a Twitter feed that just kind of gives you connected with what's going on from a marketing perspective. So, prior to this, employees really didn't have a way to get information from the company as a corporate. And so now we are able to be able to self-service a little bit and be able to get content and information, what's going on with the company, what are all the different events and things like that. All the HR document at this point is available to you, and helping out really the new employees kind of find their ways is really, really important. So with that, I'm going to select this section called New to Bridges. And basically here we have, sort of step-by-step on day one must-dos. This is really good to kind of help employees to kind of walk through what are the documents that's required for them to to be ready for that first day or first week. And aside from just having that instruction, we of course have that same block of content called contact information, who to call, what their name and email address is, and then also the HR documents in case they need it. And then additional helpful links for new employees: office hours, holidays, professional development, medical provider information, Wi-Fi network, and so forth. These are all reusable content that we create in the database, if you will. So we can reuse them over and over again, make the system a lot more efficient. And let's see, Bridges benefits. This is still being worked out right now, but again, this is just laying out all the benefit information that HR is working on, and trying to make it a little bit more accessible and usable for new employees to kind of come through here and read the information and be able to download documents from the site right here and then. The really nice thing is that eventually all these documents are in a database that when the HR team go in and make updates to it, it basically updates throughout the entire communication site as well as the team site and any sites associated with it. So it's a lot more efficient in a way that we're managing the information and data. And of course, the culture piece. This is really nice, layout that's done by the marketing team that you can read a little bit more about the culture if you're new. And another campaign, this is something that may change, but it's any new product, any services, I believe, new enrollments coming out, anything that we want to promote, we can put it in any one of these boxes for quick and easy access. And basically, that's it for the communication site. I think it's a huge improvement of where we are, and that's going to be phase one. Now, just want to give you the architectural runway of this particular service line. We are going to be going into phase two in around November 5th or beyond, and start working with individual teams and building their team sites. We'll go into that a little bit later, and we'll try to create an instructional video like this for each one of the team, and then the teams will go through training how to use SharePoint features. Aside from that, we'll do some workflow in the phase two that allows more automated processing rather than filling out forms and things like that by paper and submitting by email. We'll try to do that all online and keeping track of that. All right, thank you for listening, and hope you enjoy it.